We met at the airport, and we have been together until all the preparations. Now, when some people came there and she greeted them, and there's no point for us to greet 5 times, now it's circulating, they are not talking. That is not Sam Nujoma. That is not Sam Nujoma. He was there. That is not how we are taught, comrades. Let us leave out negative energy. In everything, we don't want to see the positivity. And that is how we are going to destroy what Nujoma stood for. He was a leader who has taught us a lot. And from here, we must really emulate what he stood for. Some of us who have learned, study in countries like the Soviet Union. I still have my capital. I still have Lenin Volume 1, Volume 2. The work of Lenin, I have them all in my library there. And you know how the work of Lenin has been developed. It was not Lenin who was sitting down and writing his work. Our scholars, our academicians, our young people, we must now start to work on the work of Sam Nujoma. All that has been said in the past 18 days is the work of Nujoma. And the good thing, NBC has recorded everything. I'm just wondering, 20 years from now, how many volumes we are going to have on the work of Sam Nujoma. I'm not directing anybody, but I'm throwing it to the nation that we must think deeper so that we have the work of Nujoma documented, because we all know it. Almost everybody who spoke, he talks or she talks how I know Nujoma. And that's the work of Nujoma. That's the work of Sam Shafiishuna Nujoma. In so doing, we are really building this nation. Because generations to come, they will know the work of Nujoma. I must, come President, thank you very much that the board of our founding president went to the regions. And it's so gratifying when I saw such young children, school children, lining up and attending the memorial service. Those children have a history. And those children are going to be the torchbearer of our revolution. When that child is going to grow and see things being done differently and start to read the work of Nujoma, will say to this following generation, I was there. I was in grade 5. I was in grade 4. We should not betray the same Nujoma who has brought us where we are, comrades. And this candle lighting ceremony should not just be a ceremony for us to show face that we have done something. It must be followed up with our work. It must be followed up with our work. And it's only when we are united, it's only when we commit to hard work, it's only when we really work as a team, we will be able to ensure that Nujoma's legacy is maintained, is prevailed, and finally to make sure that prosperity is achieved in this country. And everything he was doing, he was looking for prosperity in Namibia and the African continent. So we have lost, but let us celebrate a life. Let us follow in his footsteps. That's the best remembrance of him. We can talk and talk and talk for history, but action talks louder than the words. Let this revolutionary soul of our leader rest in peace, and let us really follow in his footsteps in whatever we are doing in our life. Let us unite in the name Namibia. Let us unite in the name Namibia. Let us unite in the name Namibia. Ngatuane menara Namibia. Ngatuane menara Namibia. Atangaure Namibia ngaroma. Atangaure Namibia ngaroma. Atangaure Namibia ngaroma. Atangaure Namibia aroma. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear comrades. With the tributes made by both our leaders in our midst today, starting from our Secretary General, our Vice President and President-elect, the President of the Republic of Namibia. I want to believe that our take-home is that the SWAPO party, the party founded by our departed hero and iconic leader, His Excellency Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma, will remain a force to be reckoned with moving forward. The foundation of our party is led by our departed leader is that of an unshaken foundation, and that our leaders are very clear that the passing of our president has left us clearly with leaders that are matured, and that our task moving forward is to keep the legacy left by our late Dr. President Shafiishuna Nujoma. Namibia will move forward. SWAPO's DNA will continue, the DNA that it has been. With that, I was informed the Reverend Chiombo
group or band, brass band is now around. Can I get the indication that you are there? They are here. I now want to give you the opportunity to bring us an interlude. The brass band. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Father Mission Brass Band, who took us, dear comrades, the Father Chiombo St. John's Faith Mission Brass Band has just taken us through Sema Oulipeni Yelule Pandela twategelela esikundi Nujoma tetukomanda Gunsmoker omshina wetu and Nujoma netuwilike netukwatere komesho. These were the revolutionary songs brought to us by the brass band. Thank you so much, dear comrades. Indeed, our leader has fought a good fight. He has completed the race and has kept the faith. But the Spirit continues to guide us and inspire us. With that, before I call upon our next speaker, I just want to say that we are nearing the end of our tonight's Candlelight Vigil, and our Secretary General of the SWAPO Party has arranged for us a bottle of water, each of us, as we exit from here. Please take one for you as we are exiting from here. Our Secretary General and Vice President also already indicated that as part of the events organized by the party to remember and reflect on the lifelong journey, a life well lived, of our late President, His Excellency Comrade Dr. Shafiishuna Nujoma, was what we had this evening, the candlelight, and that tomorrow at 11 o'clock, as already announced by the Vice President, this is just to remind, we will have a short program, a short stay over or pass by the headquarters for the unveiling of the statue of our hero, and that at 2 o'clock we will have the memorial service, the SWAPO Party memorial service in honor of our leader at the same Nujoma Stadium. So let us all be there in the manner that as a party, as a nation, since the departure of our leader, we have, as in his teaching, kept the unity of purpose, the unity as a nation, and this is what we have to move forward with. Now with this, may I now call upon our Deputy Secretary General, Comrade Wahekwa Herunga, for the vote of thanks. Comrade Herunga.
Comrade Vilma Nicanor, our able Director of Ceremonies, let me respect the protocol you have established. Comrades and friends, in my vote of thanks, I would like to thank a very, very disciplined and humble cadre of the SWAPO party. That is President Angolo Bumba. Comrade Bumba, we thank you so much that in whatever you do in your government, through your actions, you always teach us that everything starts and ends at the SWAPO party headquarters. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for supporting us. And thank you very much for being so humble and disciplined. We have learned much as young boys and girls in this country. We will continue to do so. We thank you so much, Comrade President Bumba. And in the same vein, I would like to thank my own mother, Comrade Madam Bumba. We thank you very much, and we are aware of your lot of work, your heavy duties, but despite all, you make sure that you are by the side of our president to give him a moral support and to encourage him to his limit to deliver to the people of Namibia. We know that he went through and thick, but he get us through all these difficulties. Thank you very much. Our courageous and very strong, very hard-working Vice President of the SWAPO party and that of the Republic of Namibia, our only President-elect of the Republic of Namibia, Comrade Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah. Comrade Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, we thank you so much wholeheartedly that you even refuse to get tired for the sake of this nation. We thank you so much for being here. We thank you so much that you clearly direct us at the SWAPO party headquarters here to carry out the activities of the SWAPO party without heavy hearts. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the statement. We have learned much for your engagement with President Sam Nujoma. Thank you very much for being here. My Secretary General, Comrade Sophia, for how long do you sleep? Our courageous and charismatic Secretary General, Comrade Sophia Nahango Shaningwa. Thank you very much for making sure that you instruct us to organize all this particular event to be a huge success in the honor of the man who made a huge contribution in every single Namibian life. Every Namibian, now or in the future, has been positively impacted by the activities and the work of Dr. Sam Nujoma. Those who are disputing this are perhaps those who are not aware of issues around them. Thank you very much, Secretary General. You have done a lot for this office and for this party, and please continue to do so. For the family members of our late founding president who are here, we thank you very much that since day one, you have allowed yourself to share the founding president with us up to today. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you very much for being so strong. So the loss of the founding president is to every single Namibian, not to the family only. Dear comrade members of the SWAPO Party Political Bureau of the Central Committee and members of the SWAPO Party Central Committee, comrade ministers, deputy ministers, members of parliament, thank you very much for gracing this event, the event in which we honor the person who made us to be what we are today. Thank you so much for being here. Comrade Reverend Joel Sikeipo, thank you very much for your beautiful prayer and benediction. We do appreciate that. Oh, I was about to jump the person, Comrade General Denga Ndaitwah. Thank you very much for making sure that our leader, our president-elect, is stress-free. Thank you very much for supporting her. Thank you very, very much for making sure that you are always with us. Oh yes, if you happen to misbehave, of course, she will not be stress-free. We thank you very much, General Denga. This nation looks upon you to make sure that she do her work in a very conducive environment. Comrade Moha, Chairperson of the National Council, thank you very much for supporting us. All SWAPO party leaders, skaters who are here, thank you very much for knowing that whatever you do in our government, in our country, is because of here, because of the SWAPO party. Young people, all the young comrades who are here, I remember very well 1989 when Nangolobumba them came back from exile. I was also a high school boy. But I have been listening, watching, following them, and make sure that I understand all the policies and programs of the SWAPO party for you to be able to replace us in the future. This building is here to stand for over 500 years, and it needs leaders. Young people, please don't complain only, but you must also learn and learn fast. I have been doing so for a couple of years. So thank you very much, our own NPC and all other media houses for making sure that all other Namibians are seeing how SWAPO is honoring the founder of the glorious movement. Thank you very much, everybody. And for the Director of Ceremonies, normally we forget to thank the Directors of Ceremonies, and I don't want to forget you. Thank you very much for the experience that you are executing here as a Director of Ceremonies. So, thank you very much, and enjoy your evening. Oh, yeah. Dilimani, we thank you so much. Thank you very much, comrade members of Dilimani and members of Father Chiombo Brass Band. Now, Comrade Bishop Chiombo has been a figure of SWAPO party for many, many years. He has been tortured, and we thank you for honoring his legacy. Thank you very much, Father Chiombo Brass Band. We really appreciate your work, and we are so happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our able Deputy Secretary General, Comrade Wahekwa Herunga. And I think I will not do well if I don't ask you to give him also a big round of applause. Yeah, with that, next on our program as we are concluding is the closing prayer and benediction by Reverend Fikeipo of the Hosiana Parish. Reverend Fikeipo.